nice to have you back on the channel. Hope you're doing great. Today, straightforward, the last part of a track. So you have arrangement, you have the mix down, you're happy with it, but you want to master it and release it. I will show you in this video now all the things that I do before I finish a track, all the little steps I do before the mastering and also to finish the arrangement. I will show you to kind of make the last mixing things that have to be done, and then I will show you how to master stuff, to self-release your stuff and get tracks out there. Let's hop into Ableton. Okay, so in Ableton we are in this moment where we actually jammed everything in. The sound design part is already done, everything is grouped, everything is kind of mixed, and I have my arrangement jammed in. What I do then next, most of the time, is that I first of all check for moments where you have kind of this, like the drop. You go to a different clip section. In these moments, make little cuts. Try to, I don't know, like make some FX sounds like this. I call it always FX1, FX2, and then I just drop something, stretch the stuff. You can play with the algorithms here, you know. And then you have like drops that coming in really cool. The next step is also make cuts sometimes here, or both. Like for example, if you listen to this here, this impact is just cool because we have the contrast from before, because it's leaving it, but you have a different sound that makes a difference for a moment, and then you're with drums. It's like just the perfect contrast. And then you do this on all these little moments where you change the clips. Here I copy past some clips, for example. So I do some, I don't know, little details. Nothing crazy, just to kind of give the feeling the track is finished. Maybe some fades, you know, here we're getting in. Filter on it, but yeah. This is very important because then you feel like this track is kind of finished. So I painted it. It's painted, it's done. Okay. So now the big question that I get all the time, yeah, I show you how to sound design because on this channel I want to be focusing on sound design. I'm not a professional mixing engineer. I mean, I have a master degree in this shit, but you know, for me, people that are actually doing it every day, they are the real mixing engineers here, and I forget stuff too. So yeah, I don't call myself a professional mixing engineer or mastering engineer, but I do both for my own tracks just because I want to get my shit out. That's all I'm saying, but you wanted to know it. So what I do next is I listening everything kind of in solo. I find a nice loop. I don't know, let's say this one is now my loop. And then I go in solo and check if my groups or my elements are good. Here, I liked what I did. Everything's absolutely mono. It's just a complex kick pattern with bass. What we have here percussions. We have some different reverb sounds and some EQing. I like it. So This one just have a sidechain. Maybe we go in and check also if we some frequencies don't need. Yeah, for example, this heavy bass frequencies here, we don't need at all because we just use that. So you go here and just check for each channel what you can fix. This just helps a lot later, right? So here, it's an interesting sound. Also, here you go, check. Do we need all of this? Definitely not. I think that's all. Yeah, for example, here we don't need that bass actually. I was thinking, but we don't. It's modulo mids around 100 Hertz. Just gives a nice whoom. It's nice. So let's make this clip on. Okay, I was thinking myself something about this for sure. In this moment, I don't touch this stuff, for example. I don't remember why I did like an auto shift on that, but I think I needed to get it into this kind of key. Yeah. Okay, whatever. We just say this is one sound design idea. We don't think about it anymore. How you do this? Like this, whatever. And then I go here fresh and say, okay, EQ, because now we're thinking in this kind of engineer part, right? So we don't make too much creative decisions. And here again, we don't need that fucking bass. Wonderful. Next. Yeah, I guess here's the same thing. So we just copy that one. Because without, I guess we have a lot of bass that we don't need. And with this, you get your mix cleaner. Really easy, it's just layers. Here we are. I remember I recorded that sound design part and I never do that really clean. So yeah. Wonderful. That's an operator, a reverb and a sidechain, okay. Also here, let's check that we don't have unnecessary frequencies here in the low end. I like that. Wonderful. It's already highs. Highs can be actually quieter most of the time. Of course, I'm watching my metering on the other side that I'm not recording right now, but yeah, I'm not show you that right now. But it's just hearing what you have. This one is kind of panned left. This one is part of it, kind of, right? I feel like they're together. It's like response. So maybe we go here, put an utility, and try maybe like this. And then pushing it again. And really go by ear. How it sounds for you as an artist to listen this track, but don't touch the art part anymore, you know, just really EQs, mordio dynamics, you know, stuff like this. Yeah, finding my favorite sweet spot, pushing that, put the sidechain after. And for example, this sound maybe don't need so much width. And now you go with the utility and check, okay, that's my main hypnotic element. I put it on 70 because that's the number for a main element, if you ask me. Then this one is very low, it's already mono, okay, passed. Then next, here we did this weird offset pan, so we keep it like this. Then we keep that also like this. This one, for example, we can check. Even more mono. Okay. This one are good, and now this one we can actually, I guess, push a bit. So we say this one is 100. Or even more, 140. So yeah, then also don't forget you have just a loop, so try maybe different areas. I don't know, where we have a little bit more going on. drums. Yeah, this I like. Yeah, this one can just stay in 100. I like that. That works. So, and when I did that, I know I have frequency cut it. I have side chains. I have like the basic stuff like cutting frequencies you don't need, and check that your stereo image is correct. Don't forget to do this also on your side chain, on your return channels, because sometimes you have to do that. I will do that later now, but for example, then I just go on the master, listen to the track. And then I start. I mean, I have my pack here where I have the presets, so I check them and play first with this around. But in a way, just put Aurora. It gives you overtones if you need more punch before you start compressing shit, you know? Like use overtones generated by distortion or saturation. Then again, EQ, but this time try to split mid-side signal. The curve looks like this, that makes sense. Then have another EQ where you go more like, that's why I mapped that, right? You just check a little bit. How is it? How I can like form the sound a little bit more like I want. I like this kind of curve in the moment. It doesn't change by the day. And then I compress it a little bit. Like, never like, maybe two. Like, I just want to bounce the needle like super softly, put that back up, and then into the limiter and see. So that sounds then a little bit louder and punchier. And there you see, just a little bit. Make a soft clip, and then let also the limiter just do his thing a little bit. Actually, even on 0 here. Yeah, that works. And then just check that you don't have delays going out here, right? So you check for stand. Wonderful, straightforward. So we don't have any reverbs. So I go here from the top till the bottom. And then till here. Select, so you know this area you will render, and then you just Shift, Command, R, and that's it. Here, I mean, I do normally 24, triangular dithering, but yeah, no, I would say no dithering till you master stuff and wave, and yeah, you're good. And then here, like the one that you produced on, so 48, I hope for you. This is how you do it before the master. I already mastered it now, and I just want to drop the stuff. So I just do that, and bye. Then you need a track name, And that's it. I hope that helps. Like and subscribe to the channel and that video and all that stuff. You know how it works. That helps me a lot. Check out my website for preset packs and all that goodies that help you making that kind of sounds, and join the Discord community if you are a social creature or want to become one. Cool. Then we see us. Bye bye.